Historic breaking news coming out of Washington today. Crowds are singing and shouting in excitement outside the U.S. Supreme Court.
That's where the last few hours, the justices handing down two historic decisions on same-sex marriage. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. I'm Dan Schaefer.
And good afternoon. I'm Dee O'Reilly. We have the very latest on these groundbreaking decisions. Lawyers and supporters emerged from the Supreme Court with their hands raised in victory. First, the nation's highest court struck down a provision of the Defense of Marriage Act. The High Court ruled that legally married same-sex couples should get the same federal benefits as heterosexual couples. DOMA kept those couples from receiving tax, health, and pension benefits that go to married couples of the opposite sex. The ruling applies only in states where same-sex marriage is legal, but supporters see it as a significant step forward.
I don't even have words. I'm just so happy and just overrun with emotion. I couldn't be more proud of my country and of the Supreme Court today, and I'm so happy to be here and be part of it.
In the other key ruling, a major decision for California's Proposition 8, which bans same-sex marriage. The High Court ruled Proposition 8 is unconstitutional. Supporters of same-sex marriage predict that California will resume same-sex weddings in about a month now. Meanwhile, back here at home, Equality of Florida is planning a celebration rally later tonight.
They have just wrapped up a news conference. In fact, a few moments ago on today's historic rulings. Our Ashley Glass is following that part of the story in St. Petersburg. Ashley?
And Dan, the mood here in St. Pete is certainly celebratory this noon, as well as members of Equality Florida are still gathered right behind me, talking to the media, divulging some of their initial reactions to today's two rulings. Brian WINFIELD, director of Equality Florida, I just talked to him one-on-one. He describes today's rulings as two wins. They are planning a rally for later tonight, 5 o'clock, where same-sex couples here locally will gather to just further digest what these two rulings mean to them. Listen, though, now, as you're about to hear more from Brian WINFIELD, again, director of Equality Florida, he says these rulings still could have gone a bit further. He still has questions as well. Listen to what he has to say.
Today is a quantum leap forward. A lot of us have been waiting a really long time for these decisions to come down today. Could it have been a little bit better? Sure. The Supreme Court could have handled the question about whether it's legal for a state to deny the protections of marriage, a basic civil right in this nation, to same-sex couples.
After these two rulings, what questions are you left with?
Well, a couple, actually, unfortunately. The Supreme Court also struck down Prop 8, but based on a standing issue. So it really only impacts the state of California. That's important, though. There are 38 million Americans that live in the state of California, so marriage equality will be the law of the land in California going forward. So that's also a very big win.
And much more from Equality Florida. Again, also same-sex couples here in St. Pete starting tonight at 5, where, again, right behind me, Straub Park in North St. Pete, they are planning a rally to just further talk about what today's two rulings mean. Live in St. Pete, Ashley Glass, ABC Action News.